So at the end of the last one's utter disappointment, we've run back to base with our tail between our legs. Fortunately, that entire excursion wasn't wasted because I had offloaded some of my haul into the runaway before I went down into that tomb, so we did fortunately come back with a little bit of promethium ore. So with that promethium ore, we're now going to make, see if we can make 10 charges. Actually, that's going to like double up or something, isn't it? Yeah, 30 charges if all of that goes through. I don't want to sleep because I know if I sleep there'll be a base attack and I just can't be bothered to deal with that at the moment. I want to get those charges because now that we've got a little bit of energy, not anywhere near as much as I wanted, we're still running on biofuel. I've still got these containers out here. Wow, damaged everywhere. Still running on those containers, making my biofuel to keep my base running. Didn't get enough promethium to, yeah, make fuel out of it, but we can make fuel cells, and with fuel cells we can make our, well, I've already got the multi-tool, but with fuel cells we can use the multi-tool, which I definitely put in that container, yeah. And then with the multi-tool, we're going to move on to the second part of the mission that I briefly discussed, and that second part is, if we go to the map, I haven't been there yet, but I have seen off in the distance, somewhere down here, I think, is the UHC Heidelberg. And not only will the UHC Heidelberg have lots of resources that I want and need, that I can now take, because I've got the multi-tool, it's also got the dart down there. So the plan is to go over there with the necessary equipment to build a workable dart. And then we're going to fly back here with the dart, because although this is good, as you saw in, well, hopefully as you saw in previous bits of the last two ones, that is incredibly difficult to navigate round on snowy terrain. It's a pain, so I want to be able to fly. I want to be flying. Oops. So I know for a fact we are going to need to probably unlock some of this stuff first, because I don't think I've even unlocked it. So I'm not going to need that yet, but might as well unlock it. Right, definitely going to need thrusters. Probably going to need some landing gear. So unless they've changed it drastically, I know we're going to need a core. I know we're going to need probably an O2 tank, a generator, and fuel tank. Hello? Fuel tank. Take about 6 of those. And I think only one landing gear. Landing gear is less important. And then obviously fuel. But we'll have fuel with us. So I think that's everything. Because I don't want to do what I did in one of my last playthroughs, where I tried to tow it on the back of a hovercraft, because it kind of worked, but it was also a pain in the arse. So I'm just going to run over there. I've got enough coffee, I've got food. Those are my charges. Let's wait for that to craft up. Can I harvest any of you? No. Well, yeah, we're just going to hop a little wait for a second. Sake. Well, okay, it has to have pre-planned routes, because that's like exactly what happened last time. I walked out, looked up there, and there it was. So, well, at least we can repair stuff now. It's not going to blow everything up. That's probably actually a good idea, though. Let's, which of you? Reload you. Some of you are damaged, I saw. I've done a quick repair job. I can't get to the ones up in the corners yet because I can't be bothered, but it just sort of flew past. Didn't really do anything, which is nice to see. But what do I want to have here? I want a tent out there because it's going to be night time. I don't want to sleep in my base because, like I say, I don't want a base attack. I need to take all of those things. You've almost finished crafting. I was making some food up to take with me. Some bread as well, why not? Get some fuel. Don't have as much fuel as I thought I was going to have. Fortunately, I've got a little bit in there. Also had loads in my inventory apparently that I didn't notice. Come on, are you crafted yet? Yay! Boom and boom. Right, that is everything to get the dart flying. I've got food, I've got a heater, I've got some coffee. I don't have any ammo. That was another thing I just realised that was lost in my backpack. I have no ammo for my gun. So let's quickly make some shotgun shells. Well, 210 will be fine for the time being. Let's get going. Which way did I say it was? I think it's like over here somewhere, which is that direction. You can tell I'm amazing at reading a compass. The scanner isn't going to pick it up immediately, but I should have really... there we go. I think that might be it. I should have really dropped a marker on it. Would probably have been helpful. But I think... yeah. That's what I saw on the minimap anyway. Yeah, that's what I saw. Forgot there was a drone over here. But with my trusty T2 shotgun now, I should be fine. Oh yeah, I can't mine with that. Forgot to build a drill. So I might have to do that real quick. I mean, I can still use the multi-tool just for drilling. But that would have been a handy thing to bring with. But as soon as we crest this hill, we should see what I'd seen off in the distance. See, yeah, I was right. It wasn't a big open, barren place, wasteland. I was just looking... I was looking well off. I was looking around here. It's further south. Interesting, it's just called wreckage. Usually it's... yeah, usually it identifies, because I think that symbol means, you know, like storyline related, because that's that ancient tower that I found. I've seen another one somewhere. It's like one of the Polaris things. It's interesting, looks like they've changed it, so unless you are, if you're not actually doing the storyline things don't register. Like, because that, yeah, should be called the UHC Heidelberg. Never worked out how to pronounce it, and I don't intend to do it anytime soon. One shot. It's weird to see it in the snow. I've only ever seen it on non-snowy planets. But you know, it looks exactly the same. It doesn't look like they've changed it at all. But that's the secondary part of the mission. Where's this dart gone? Oh, this is the damaged hoverbike. Interesting. Well, waste not, want not. We can still take it. I wonder where the dart is then. Maybe you don't get a dart anymore. Because you used to get the damaged dart by the UHC, Hindenburg. Right, what do we need in you to get you working? Generator and a fuel tank. Good job. I have both of those. Unfortunately, this has put a minor spanner in the works. Is that a tree block? Ah, I haven't claimed it yet. That would be helpful. I'll not put the core in? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to go to main and go private. The only reason I want to take that out is because that's not going to keep me warm, whereas if I put something like that on it, and then put fuel in it, that will now keep me lovely and toasty. God, minus 56. Well, let's put that down, maybe sleep through, get a little bit warmer in the beginning of the day. Straight down to minus 20, beautiful. Still cold, but not as cold as I was. Why am I still cold in this cockpit? In the other cockpit I was getting warm instantly. I guess just needed time to warm up. Yeah, we'll do something to the beginning of that, but... Do you have a cargo box? Please have a cargo box. You do have a cargo box. Start off loading our crap. Is there a fridge? No, not yet. Right, well, we're going to time-lapse this as best as we can. It's probably going to involve a lot of running to and from back to the darts. Not the darts, the hoverbike, just to stay warm. But yeah, that part of the plan is unchanged, so it's slightly disappointing that I'm not flying now, but we've got another vehicle, and now let's just strip this down. You've seen it before, I'm gonna do it again. Well, interesting development. I went to start stripping it down, and you can't. It is non-damageable with the multi-tool, which is odd. So I don't know whether that means there's a core in here that I have to get rid of, or whether this is now... it's sort of storyline vital, or maybe you can only strip it down once you've activated the storyline. I don't know. Bunch of questions, don't know whether they're going to be answered. But the short reality is that what I was hoping to get out of this, I can't get out of this. So I'm going to have a run round, look at containers, see if I can find anything that would indicate, you know, maybe a core or something to destroy. But it is just, I mean, it is just classed as a wreckage. It's not, you know, it's got no affiliation. Where's your little tag there? It's got no affiliation, it's just wreckage. But it is wreckage that I can't break down, so... odd. And mildly disappointing. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? There's more, but interesting. Very interesting. I can only assume that it is storyline related because... I mean, I haven't played the storyline since the last time I played it, but, you know, having Zirax come and sort of scrounge the ship and look for survivors and stuff would be in line with what happens. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe we're going to have to jump into doing a storyline playthrough quicker than I thought, because too many questions are arising from playing this through. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, it's got to be storyline related because you just get... I've just gotten all 3 things necessary, or at least 2 of the 3 things necessary to get that hovercraft running. So yeah, that's got to be storyline related. So I guess we'll once again we'll ignore that. As much as I want to now just start following, I want to see where this guy goes for a start. Oh, so many questions, but no, we'll answer them at another time. This current playthrough is focused on survival. We're trying to survive. You evidently can survive on your own if you're willing to just give away your hover vessel that I would have taken anyway. I think that's probably everything out of here. There's probably 1 or 2 containers that I've missed, and I know there's... I haven't drained the fuel tanks yet. I seem to think they're over here. I don't know why I always choose 180. I know one of them's 180. Or a multiple of 30 or something. Right, well, once again, I am stuck contemplating what my next move is going to be, because in between finding that that's not the dart in the hover vessel and finding out I can't even strip this down, I was planning on stripping this down and then crafting a small vessel of my own, because I still want to get flying. I don't like hover vessels on this planet at the moment. But now that I can't strip that down, it's probably gonna have to be the old mining job. Maybe we'll put some drills on the front of this and just go mining with this. Probably sounds like a plan. But anyway, we're gonna head back to base, and I don't know, we'll go from there. But until then, peace.